Hello, welcome to Everyday Tasks. And today I was actually going through something that I think everyone should do normally, and that is to regularly review some of the old pictures and photos that you've taken. Mine happen to be automatically backed up to multiple services. And I was going through and I found some photos and videos that I had lost recently, or at least I had thought they were lost. So here's some video footage of the behind the scenes of the trip I took this last year to go and photograph the eclipse. I hope you enjoy. Hey, so I just wanted to point out a few things that we have here. We have top of the line solar glasses to be able to make the entire experience possible. You can take these and you can look at this and but honestly though, even though we do have a lot of other equipment that's going on, we have some fancy lenses, some fancy support systems to be able to reduce the vibration as much as possible. The true experience, even seeing it in the lens, is great. Putting these on and actually looking up and seeing it with your bare eyes is quite simply a surreal experience. We put a lot of effort into making sure that the lenses are clean. I mean, it was surprising how little of things cause challenges with our lenses. My friend Jace has a drone here that we're actually going to put up, and it's going to circle around us to be able to capture as many angles and just a neat experience of people's reactions to the actual eclipse as it takes place. In the meanwhile, I'm actually shooting on my lens here. I'm using a Nikon D90 camera. I've got a Baader filter on the front. The lens that I'm using is actually currently set at a 650 focal length, which is actually about a 975 once I take the crop sensor into effect for the camera itself. I'm shooting at I'm bracketing at about a 2/3 step bracketing for the shutter speed, and I'm bracketing so 1600 is the shutter speed, 1/1600th. 1,000th and 1/640th are the three brackets that I'm shooting, and we're doing it in 10-minute increments. Now granted, that's a little bit rough number because the one side of the eclipse is longer than the other side, so we had to do an average to be able to get it down and get the same number of pictures, trying to get the exact same images on either side of the eclipse. So on this side you have the cookie shape, and a little bit more of a cookie shape. You want a similar size cookie shape on the other side. So those are some of the things that we've worked out. We've got the tarp set up over here to be able to capture the shadow bands. We're hoping to see the shadow bands. It may or may not happen. And then outside of the shadow bands, there's also a tarp over here where others have heard that you get some really cool eclipse effects through the leaves. So some people are looking at those options. I'm imagining it's probably similar to a pinhole effect where you can see the eclipse through a pinhole and hold it on your hand.
Let's take your chair.
So lots of fun things going on. We're trying lots of things. We are using an app that actually takes us through and tells us all of the different main events. It has an audio cue as well, so you don't have to be looking at the app. You can listen for the cues. We have our own instructions telling us exactly all of the steps that are going to take place for all the main phases with all of our settings. For example, we're shooting on a 200 ISO, 2/3 step bracketing on the shutter speed, and then we're doing I'm shooting at a 1600 bracketing, which then steps through 1600, 1000, and 640, and we're doing a 10-minute intervals. So it tells us all of that as we get to our the diamond ring effects. We have our sets there, our Bailey's beads settings. We have our settings for when we get to the totality. Just lots of planning gone into this. So we are having a lot of fun. It's everything we hoped it was going to be, and we're going to have more fun as this goes along. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video to give you a little behind the scenes footage of what it took to actually capture some of the photos that we got from the eclipse. All of those photos that we took from the eclipse are available for sale on our website if you would like those. Also, I hope you enjoyed the final example there, which was my personal favorite of the shots that I got from the eclipse. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.